We have North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein here with us today. He is talking all things price gouging, tax scams, among other things. You can text him your question. Here's how you do it. You text the number 336-379-5775. Your question is anonymous and you get your answer right here as we are live on TV. All right, so first and foremost, AG, let's talk about price gouging, because that has been something on top of people's minds since the gas prices went up.
Oh my God, gas prices are killing everybody. They've increased so much, so rapidly. And we do have a state of emergency. And that's important because North Carolina's price gouging law is only in effect when there is a state of emergency. And so we've encouraged folks to file complaints with our office so that we can investigate to see if the increases are gouging, or are they a legitimate reflection of what's going on with the global commodity? And so oil is a global commodity, and prices all across the world are increasing dramatically, particularly since Russia has attacked the Ukraine, and Russia is a major source of oil. So when the price increases and the cost to the gas station has increased, that's a totally legitimate thing to have occurred. It's okay for them to raise prices when their prices also increase. But what we don't want is any gas station to take advantage of what's going on with the global market to rip off their consumers in an unreasonable way. And unfortunately, there's no way for regular folks to know that. And it's only after we've done an investigation that we will know it. And that's why we encourage folks to file a complaint with our office so we can look.
Yeah, and that's because you guys actually get to look at their books, right, and figure out how much they paid for gas and when. So if people do think maybe this is price gouging, how do they report that?
Very easily, ncdoj.gov/price gouging, and it'll pull you right to the web page where you can file a complaint form. Now, what we want to know is, what are they charging? You know, have some kind of either a photograph or a receipt that shows what the cost is. And if you know what the cost was before, that's helpful information, but it's not necessary. The main thing is we want to know the name of the business, the location, and what price they're charging for the commodity.
All right. And, go ahead and do that. Don't just assume that someone else is doing that. If you think that there's something going on, you just need to make the claim. They can't look at it unless you make the claim. All right. Let's talk about tax day, because that's coming soon. What common scams are you hearing about right now?
Well, whenever there's money flowing in one direction or another, the criminals come out of the woodwork to try to get their hands on it. And so they will represent that they're the IRS, and they have some information for you that if you don't respond quickly, you face some kind of criminal liability. So they try to make you afraid into giving over your Social Security number or your tax payment. The other thing is there will be folks out there trying to steal personal information and actually filing taxes in your name to claim a refund. And unfortunately, that actually happened to me a couple of years ago. And there are ways you can protect yourself from that by having a unique PIN number that's issued from the IRS. So if you want that layer of protection, you can get it. And then the other thing that we see happen at this time of year is people who don't have enough money to meet their tax liability, or they owe money to the government. There will be folks out there who know that people are financially in a tough way and try to exploit them and say, hey, you owe money to the government. I can make that money, I can make that problem go away. Just give me $1,000 up front, or $2,000 or $4,000, and I can make your problem go away. When all they're trying to do is take your last dollar. It is against the law to take money in advance of relieving somebody's debt in North Carolina. So if somebody's trying to take your money before they provide a service to you as it relates to money you owe somebody else, run the other way.
Mm-hmm. And if you're in that situation right now, you probably need to make a complaint with the DOJ's office and find out what needs to happen with that. We just got a question, will the IRS ever call me, especially like call me out of the blue?
They really don't. The IRS doesn't have enough people to do that. They will always send you a letter with IRS stationery. If you get a call from the IRS and you are concerned that it may be legitimate, hang up the phone, take the person's name and number. They won't give you a real name. They will give you a number because they want you to call that number back. But don't call that number. Go to the internet, find the actual number to the IRS, and call them directly and say, I just received a call. This is my name. Do you have an issue with me? And 99 out of 100 times, they will say, absolutely not. That was a scam.
Okay. All right. So we are continuing to take your text questions. We're also going to be talking about some TikTok investigations and some QR code issues as well. That's coming up after the break.